but you have to be consistent with what you do. You have to be consistent with the training. You have to be consistent with the program that you stick with. There are other good trainers out there that do things different than what I do. Doesn't mean that they're wrong, but if you bounce in and use a piece of my program and a piece of their program, you're going to have a whole lot harder time getting where you're wanting to go, because
this is the time of the year to send your performance horse to me for training, whether that's versatility ranch horse, reining, working cow horse, or ranch riding. Or if you have a horse that's going to go into a different discipline, but you want that type of handle put on them, this is the time of year to get those sent to me. So if you're interested in that, send me a message or an email at rideslide@hotmail.com, and I'll be happy to talk to you about it.
Last couple months, probably two and a half months, I've been doing some video lessons with Wendy. And she's up in the Northeast, and weather's been cold up there like it's been in most of the country, and so she's been a little bit limited in how often she could ride. But she's been riding regular, and we've done, I don't know, maybe 10 video lessons in the last 2.5 months or so. So it's been pretty regular. And her horse is an Arabian. Wants to carry himself inverted, pole real high, nose stuck out. And we've been working on that over the last couple of months to get him more round, body lifted, and rounded and collected so that he carries himself like he needs to. And over the last few months, we've been working on that one little piece at a time, working with the bend, counter bend exercise, all the exercises that you see me do in my videos. And she has done a really good job of sticking with the exercises, working through the bend, counter bend, working through how to use her hands, how to use her legs. And it is amazing, over the last 2.5 months or so, the horse looks like a different horse. He's carrying himself, or starting to carry himself, round, collected, broke at the pole. She says when she rides him, he feels like a totally different horse. But we haven't done anything drastic. We've done exactly what you see me do in the videos. There's no magic about it, but what it is consistency, and it's trusting in the program. She stuck with the program. She did the exercises, did the softening exercises, got him listening to her legs, listening to her hands, and now he is where she can really start to position him like she needs to for him to travel correctly. And it's been really rewarding for me to watch her progress and watch her horse's progress. And she stuck with the program. And many people will try something once or twice and not give the process a chance to really take a hold, because anything with horse training that's quick, gimmicky, is not going to last. But if you do your homework, do things correctly, build the muscle tone, build the framework, build the communication with your horse, it's going to come. And it came with her and her horse because she stuck with the program. There's no magic. There's no magic in horse training. And the things that you see me do, that's exactly what I do, and that's what I help talk her through doing with her horse. The whole point of this video today is trust in the system, trust in the program, and stick with the program. Many people will try this person's technique and that person's technique and work on this thing for a day or two and work on that thing for a day or two. And all of those things can be correct. They can all work in their own part, but you have to be consistent with what you do. You have to be consistent with the training. You have to be consistent with the program that you stick with. There are other good trainers out there that do things different than what I do. Doesn't mean that they're wrong, But if you bounce in and use a piece of my program and a piece of their program, you're going to have a whole lot harder time getting where you're wanting to go, because the programs are work together as a whole. My program with my exercise builds, other trainers' programs with their exercise builds to a whole, builds to a result. So whatever training program you're using that makes sense to you and works for you, stick with that program. And if you would like to schedule video lessons with me so that I can help work you through my program with your horse so that you can get results similar to what Wendy's been getting, message me, and we'll talk about how that works, and we'll get it set up. So this is Mariah. She's been here for a little over a week, and I'm going to be saddling her up, and we'll be getting some videos of her shortly. Until next time, thank you for watching. Most of the more specific training videos that talk about how to use your hands, how to use your legs, that kind of thing, I post on Patreon. If you want to look those up, Tim Anderson Horse Training on Patreon. A lot of those real specific horse training videos are there. And every Thursday at 9 o'clock Central Time, I do a live training video. After that is over, I'll take the audio from that and upload it as a podcast on Spotify. So if you're driving and you want to hear the topic of what we're talking about on that Thursday, and hear the questions, because I take a lot of live questions, live training questions, and talk about those. So if you want to try that on Spotify, that's Tim Anderson Horse Training on Spotify.